Welcome in to Galena Sports Live. My name is Cooper Grant. Alongside me, Jess Murphy. He'll be doing scorebook and camera today, helping us out. We got a 3-game slate. Starting off, it'll be the number 6 seed Galena Bulldogs taking on the 3 seed Caney Valley Bullpups. The Bullpups come into this game with a record of 13-6, and the Bulldogs are 6-13. So both teams just flipping the records around, and certainly an intriguing one, a 3-6 matchup. You never know which way it's going to go. And to start this day off, it's an early first pitch. All games got postponed back one day, as we all know. So I'm going to get to starting lineups. As you see, Caney Valley, they'll be the home team since they're the higher seed. Caney Valley will line up, starting from the lineup down. Playing shortstop, number 2, Heath Ellis. Playing second base, number 5, Colt Hightower. Behind the dish, number 11, Ben Matthews. Playing center field, number 13, Garrett Watson. Playing left field, number 1, Eli Hargis. Playing first base, number 14, Dylan Furnas. DH, number 20, Ace Kester. On the mound, number 25, Nate Kaminska. And playing the hot corner, number 12, Peyton Darden. And for your Bulldogs, they'll line up playing second base, number 14, Thatcher Botkin. On the pitching mound, number 29, Hadley Price. Playing shortstop, number 12, Zane Turner. Playing first base, number 9, Malachi Wesley. Playing out in right field, number 3, Jack Perry. DH, number 26, Casey Hopkins. Playing third base, number 25, Jack LaTurner. Behind the dish, number 28, Coda Daniels. And playing center field, number 32, Brody McNemar. So that's how both teams will line up. A lot better playing conditions than yesterday, as you may imagine. Kind of glad they pushed things back. So we'll have baseball here soon. Thatcher Botkin is going to lead the Bulldogs off. See if the Bulldogs can get something started. Hadley Price will be on the mound. He's been one of their main pitchers all year. And the outings I've seen him, he's pitched well. He held a Frontenac team that only has 2 losses this season to 3 runs. He pitched almost a complete game in that one. And you look over at the Acacia website, they ask you to list all the pitch counts so that they can keep track of it. And he has by far pitched the most innings for these Bulldogs. And he's going to be on the mound tonight to try and advance the Bulldogs to tomorrow. So survive and advance now, win it, lose, and go home. And that starts now. Botkin will step into the box from the right side. It's going to be a first pitch strike in there right over the middle part of the plate. And in playoff baseball, it's more crucial than ever to hit with 2 strikes, putting the ball in play, and then hitting with 2 outs with runners in scoring position. You don't get too many chances as the tension's a lot higher and it's a lot harder to score runs in playoff baseball. So Botkin, only a sophomore for this team, still has a bright future with the Bulldogs after this season. Bulldogs have a fairly young team. You got Hadley Price, who's a senior, and Malachi Wesley, who's also a senior. 2 of the key players on this team. But they will return some serious talent next year as they try and make a run here in this regional. That one gets away from Kaminska, and the count goes full. So Botkin is going to make Kaminska throw some pitches. Ball's going to be hit straight up in the air. It's going to stay on the infield. Pitcher doesn't even have to move off the mound and makes the play for out number 1. So that was a quality first at bat by Botkin, but an easy out number 1 for the Bullpups. That'll bring up the pitcher, number 29, Hadley Price. His first pitch swinging, he chops it up the middle as it goes through into center field, and the Bulldogs will have their first runner aboard. as they'll bring up their 3-hole hitter, Zane Turner. Turner's a pretty versatile player, has some speed, has some pop in his bat, can play center field, can play almost anywhere on the infield. So always good to have those kind of players in the lineup. Slide step, Price is running. The throw down to second would have had him if second base would have caught the ball, but Price slides in there for a stolen base. Gonna have time called as it might have hit Price on his helmet, or is it shaking his hand out there? I'm not sure. So they'll have a runner in scoring position here in the first inning. See if they can capitalize. Turner takes a big swing and swings through that to even the count at 1-1. One down here in the top of the first inning. Pitch swung on and fouled straight back. Just missed that one on the inner half of the plate. Bulldogs are going out there swinging. They're not letting many pitches go by them. 1-2 pitch. It's going to be chopped foul. For the Bulldogs and for both teams, really, in order to win games here in the regional, you got to play a clean game, make very minimal errors. Every error is going to be very crucial in this game. That one doesn't quite get away, but Price has a good read, and he's going to advance to third base. Ball didn't get far away from the catcher Matthews, but Price had his secondary lead and took off as soon as he saw the ball in the dirt. And the Bulldogs are in business. Now Turner just needs to put something in play on the ground. Deep fly ball. See if he can do it. That one will be left outside as it veers into the left-handed batter's box. That one's going to clip Zane Turner, so he'll make his way down to first base, and the Bulldogs will have another runner aboard. We're going to have time on the field here. Zone caught the catcher right in the wrist. I know that does not feel good. So the umpire walks out to the mound to give the catcher a little bit of time. Now it looks like it's good to go, so that's a good sign. So we'll continue. Now cleanup hitter Malachi Wesley will step into the box. Bulldogs runners on the corner. Turner's running. Throw down to second. It's going to be cut off, trying to make a trick play, and the Bulldogs aren't going to be fooled there. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Wesley. That one will stay outside for ball 2. So a hitter's count. Sees something he likes, drive it. Swinging at that one, it's going to be up. Looks like it's going to stay in play as the first baseman's veering towards the dugout, and play's not going to be made, so a foul ball. Wesley's glad to have that one back because that would not be a very good out number 2 with a 2-0 count. So the Bullpups don't have the double play in order after the Zane Turner stolen base. That's first curveball we've seen. So now Kaminska starting to mix in some off speed. 2-2 count to Wesley. It's going to be taken low, and the count's going to be full. So something's got to give on this next pitch. That one's going to be hit straight up. It's going to stay in the infield. That one's hit sky high. Tough sky today, and it's going to be hauled in by the first baseman Furnas for out number 2. And also, it's not what Coach Bailey wanted. But the Bulldogs still have a chance here as Zane Turner, or not Zane Turner, I'm sorry. Jack Perry steps into the box. That one's going to be hit, and it'll get down into right center field. Price will score. Turner's rounding third, and he's going to be in. And a clutch 2-out hit by Jack Perry plates 2 runs in the first inning for the Bulldogs to get them on the scoreboard.
Now batting designated hitter number 26, Casey Hopkins.
So some situational hitting there by Perry, and 2 big first inning runs for the Bulldogs will bring Casey Hopkins to the plate. He's the designated hitter today. Perry with a couple step lead over there at first. That one's going to be gobbled up by the catcher for the Bullpups to even the count at 1-1. 2 outs gone here in the top of the first inning from Red Watke Ballpark. First game of the Girard Regional. Still have 3 more to come. We'll be doing 2 of them. We'll have the Girard game versus Riverton. That'll be the 4th game of the afternoon, or I should say nightcap. And we'll also have the Columbus game versus Cherryville. That'll be the 3rd game, so we'll have a break in between after this game and the next game. Curveball over and stays outside. Good 1-2 pitch by Kaminska, and a good, even better take by Casey Hopkins. That one's going to be hit and lined into left field. Perry's going to be held at second base. And another 2-out hit for the Bulldogs keeps the rally going here in the top of the first inning. Bulldogs have already plated 2, and now they got 2 more runners aboard when they bring Jack LaTurner to the plate. So 2 2-out hits now in this inning. See if the Bulldogs can keep it going here. It's the 7th batter to step into the box this inning. That one will go in the dirt and kept in front by Kaminska. High leg kick delivery, swung on, hit softly over to third base. He'll tag the base, and that'll end the inning. Not before the Bulldogs score 2 here in the top of the first inning. We head to the bottom of the first. Score: Bulldogs 2, Bullpups 0. We'll be back after this. You're watching Bulldog baseball on Galena Sports Live.
At their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
So, welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Bottom of the first inning. The Bulldogs scratched 2 across on a 2-out, or a 2-out, 2 RBI single by Jack Perry to plate their first 2 runs, 2 big runs to set the tone of this game for the Bulldogs, and they'll have their ace Hadley Price on the mound. And the Bullpups will bring up Ellis, Hightower, and Matthews to lead them off.
So now Caney is shortstop number 2, Heath Ellis.
Ellis will step in from the right side of the box. Price coming out of the windup. First one overthrows as it goes outside. And this is a big game for the Bulldogs. They have a lot of guys in this lineup. It's their first time playing in a regional, so some of the biggest games of their Galena career here in this one. That's crucial that they got off to this 2-0 lead. Kind of settle him in, and it gives Price a little bit of confidence before he even throws his first pitch. That one's chopped foul. Brings the count to 2-1. Price is going to be efficient. He's going to throw a lot of strikes. Going to throw a lot of off speed. He looks to trying to advance his team. That one's called strike on the outside corner for strike 2. Pitch in there, hit off the inside part of the bat. It's going to be scooped off the ground, fired across, and out number 1. A tough play by Zane Turner, but he beats him by a half a step for out number 1. That was a tough read that he made the right call on, came and got the short hop and threw him out. Turner has a strong arm over there at shortstop and certainly helped him out there. That one's going to be ripped into left field. And the Bullpups will have their first runner aboard. So a lot like the Bulldogs first batter got out, and then second batter got on via hit. And then same story for the Bullpups, but we'll see if the Bulldogs can keep that runner stranded this inning. One out. Runner's going to be going. The throw down to second, and it's not going to be in time. That's going to be Hightower stealing second base. And the catcher, Ben Matthews, is the one at the plate for Caney Valley. Pitch is chopped foul. Center field, McNemar's shaded a little bit into the left center gap. Maybe expecting some kind of pull here to be early on Price's pitch. That one's going to be low, and it'll get away from Daniels as the runner Hightower will advance. So Hightower steals second base and then advances as that pitch got away from Daniels. The 2-1 pitch. In there on the outside corner, called strike 2. One gone here in the bottom of the first inning. Curveball swung on and missed. Out number 2. A big out number 2 as there's a runner on third base. So now if the Bulldogs can get by Garrett Watson, that'd be a big out to leave the runner stranded there at third base. It's a beautiful curveball as it just curved out of the zone and swung on. That's another one there. Dropped in at the top of the zone and a called strike 1 to the left-handed batter, Garrett Watson. That one in there on the low outside corner, strike 2. His Price is way up in this count. And 0-2 when you're way up, those are going to be another big deciding factor in this game is how they can locate 0-2 pitches out of the zone, unhittable pitches. So that one tried to throw a curveball in the same spot.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to trust your catcher, too, here to be able to throw any pitch you want to, and your catcher's going to block it with the runner at third base.
Right. That's a big part is being on the same page as your catcher, knowing what's coming. And also, I'm not sure if Daniels is calling the game, but that's another big part is if Daniels is calling the game, then trust in your catcher at all times. I mean, runs are hard to come by here in postseason baseball. Fastball on the outside. Stays a little bit outside. So the count's even at 2-2. Price trying to make something count here. That swung on and missed. Drop third strike. Daniels throw down to first in time. And the Bulldogs leave one stranded. 2 big strikeouts by Price to get him out of this inning. The Bullpups leave one stranded and can't get one across. So we head to the top of the second inning. The score is Bulldogs 2, Bullpups 0. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on Galena Sports Live.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at colesservicellc.com.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, Red Watke Ballpark here in the first game of the evening. Coda Daniels up to the plate, tries to bunt first pitch as he bunts through it for strike one. That one's going to be hit as it's drifting foul. So I don't think that one ever started fair. And Daniels has himself in a quick hole, 0-2 to start this second inning. Bulldogs will bring up Coda Daniels, Brody McNemar, then back to the top of the lineup to Thatcher Botkin. That one hit hard and over the first baseman and into right field for a leadoff single by Daniels as he found a way out of the 0-2 count, battling with 2 strikes, and finds his way on to first base.
That's a great job here. He was ahead of small speed pitches and let that fastball there travel a little bit and drive it the opposite way.
Yeah, he was expecting something off speed as he was down in a hole, and he saw what he wanted and took it where it was pitched. Good job there. Can't see the number over there for the pinch runner on first. See it here on the leadoff, but Brody McNemar will step into the box. A 9-hole hitter for the Bulldogs. So that one's going to be bunted, and the throw down to first. And he's going to be safe at first base. So it's supposed to be a sacrifice, but it's going to turn into a bunt single, and that'll roll the lineup over for the Bulldogs. Brody McNemar bunted it right back at the pitcher, but didn't bunt it too hard. And he's going to be on first base. And I was looking for the pinch runner that came in. The pinch runner is number 23, Zane Adams. He's on second base now. And the second baseman, Thatcher Botkin, will step into the box here for the Bulldogs. They look to add another bunt. That's going to be same position. It's going to be thrown over to first. That one's going to be in time, and it'll get Botkin, but the Bulldogs advance the 2 runners, so they'll have runners in second and third as they bring up the heart of their lineup. So a big opportunity for Hadley Price. He can help his cause here. He can keep something on the infield if he can get a base knock here. The Bulldogs are likely going to score 2 runs if they get a good read off the bat. That one stays up around the letters for ball 1. And the Bulldogs are working the pitch count of Kaminska. That one gets away, but nothing doing. And smartly, Adams stays at third base. I don't think he would have had a chance there getting home.
No, Matthews did a great job of sliding to the ball and getting it back to Kaminska covering home.
Right. So Price way up in the count 2-0. That one's going to be outside. So probably has the take sign here. Never know, though. Senior player.
Might take 2, Cooper.
Yeah. I mean, they've already worked up Kaminska's pitch count to 37 pitches, and it's the second inning. And he was taking the whole way there. Bat never came off his shoulders.
Big gap out in right center field if he could find that hole.
Yeah. That one's going to be hit and foul. That one got up on his hands a little bit too much, and the count now full. And, yeah, Jess, there's a big gap out there in right center. I mean, the right fielder's playing about regular position, and left or center field shifted over. That one's going to be taken. That one was very close. But Price did a good job selling it. He just saw it, and he took off right away.
Now batting number 12, Zane Turner.
So the base is juice for Zane Turner. Hadley Price over on first base, Brody McNemar on second, and Zane Adams on third base. Big spot here for the Bulldog 3-hole hitter and shortstop, Zane Turner. Zane Turner, a multi-sport athlete for these Bulldogs, also doing track and field right now. That one evens the count at 1-1. That last swing he took was trying to make the score 6-0. You don't need any of that. You just need scratch some runs across. I mean, you got your best pitcher on the mound, and just give him some run support. Try and win each inning. One fouled straight back as the count goes even at 2-2.
Yep, with 1 out here, infield fly rule is going to be in effect, so if he can't get one out of the infield, the base runner's got to be very disciplined whether the ball's caught or not.
Right. And don't try and do too much here. Just put something in play hard and hope it finds a hole somewhere. Looks like the corner infield's in, and the middle infield will be at double play depth. Turner hits this one over the shortstop. It's going to go under his leg. 1 run will score. Rounding third is McNemar. He'll score. And the Bulldogs will have runners on the corner. A costly error by the Bullpups. And now a heads-up play by Zane Turner as he's going to advance. Caught the Bullpups not paying attention. Zane Turner takes off from first base and advances to second. They had their heads down, and Zane Turner was aware. And instead of having runners on the corner and a double play in order, that puts runners on second and third. So 2 more runners in scoring position and 2 more runs scoring. There on that last hit by Zane Turner, a big hit to extend the lead. So Malachi Wesley will be at the plate. Watches the second pitch of his at-bat. Called strike on the outside corner. So a great start for the Bulldogs. That Zane Turner's hit looked like a double play the whole way. It was hard hit. I mean, not really many bad hops on the turf, but it just went straight under Heath Ellis' glove, and it's going to be a big play that will be talked about at the end of this game.
Yeah, Galena's done such a good job here of getting runners on and moving them around. They've bunted a couple times.
Yep.
One true sacrifice, one for a base hit.
Yeah, they put pressure on these Bullpups, and that's going to be a nice curveball to strike Wesley out for out number 2. But, yeah, I mean, they've done a good job putting pressure on the Bullpups, hitting the ball hard, bunting the ball, making them make a play, and very few of what we just saw from Wesley, not many strikeouts, and that's exactly what you want to see.
Now Malachi might look like he's maybe settling in here after he's give up 4.
Yeah, that's going to be chopped. It's going to be backhanded by the shortstop Ellis. Play not going to be in time, and that'll play to another run, the 3rd one this inning, as Jack Perry runs that one out. It's a tough play by the shortstop. That'll go down as a hit in the scorebook. And that'll be 5-0 here in the top of the 2nd inning.
Yeah, Ellis fielded it clean. He's just so far in that 5-6 hole that Perry's speed just beat him over there.
Yeah, he had to go 5 or 6 steps to his right and then had no momentum going to first base. It would have been a tough play. I mean, even an MLB arm might not have got him. Perry taking off. He's going to be in there safely as that one in the dirt. Casey Hopkins at the plate now. Once again, the Bulldogs have 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs here. Designated hitter Hopkins up in the count 2-0. That one will stay out, and now 3-0. Probably going to see a take or 2 here. Pitch low, and a 4-pitch walk issued to Casey Hopkins will bring up the 3rd baseman, Jack LaTurner.
And I'm starting to wonder how long Caney's going to stick with Kaminska here with giving up 5 runs early.
Yeah, when you give up 5 runs in a regional, there's no coming back. There's no game 2 in a regional. That one ripped through the left side of the infield, and that's going to score 1 run. Perry will be held over at 3rd base. And the merry-go-round has started, as Jess Murphy would say. That's the 4th run scored this inning for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs getting production from all sides of this lineup here in the first 2 innings. And what will be interesting is if they can keep this up past this inning. And now, like you just said, a pitching change coming.
So it looks like the left fielder Hargis is going to come in and pitch. Kaminska's going to move over to 3rd, and the 3rd baseman, Darden's going to move out to left. The best I could see there, Cooper.
Yeah, we'll have a better idea once play's ready to resume. But, yeah, they were all over Kaminska from the first pitch. I mean, Botkin got out on his first at-bat. He was the leadoff hitter, and then it just started from there. And then this inning, they started out with their bottom 2 hitters and those bunts. I mean, I think it started with Brody McNemar. He had that bunt single that was supposed to be a sacrifice, and that really gave him a lot of momentum this inning. As the 2 out hits they've collected have plated them 2 more runs this inning. So if you can hit with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, you're going to win a lot of games. And the Bulldogs looking good here to start this one out in the 2nd inning. It's still a lot of game. You don't want to get too happy. I mean, still got to go out there and be air-free, but about as good a start as you can ask for.
Right, and I agree. And I'm not going to downgrade the league that Caney probably plays in, but to maybe upgrade the CNC and how tough the CNC schedule is. Galena comes in with not a real good record, but plays in a juggernaut of a baseball league down here in the CNC.
Yeah, I mean, you got Girard you're competing with. You got Frontenac. You got Columbus.
Colgan.
Colgan. They're good, too. I mean, there's no easy game on the schedule, and Bulldogs are showing their toughness. They could have easily been like, well, we have a 6-13 season. They could have just rolled over and ended their season here, but they're looking to make an impact here.
Yep.
They've shown.
And a win here puts you automatically in the semifinals, so it's –
And they played – if they were to win this game, it would be Frontenac or can't think of who the other team is.
Cherryville, right?
I think Cherryville's taking on Columbus. Frontenac or Baxter. And Galena competed with the Frontenac team. They're a really good team. But, I mean, you never know. It's baseball. So 1-1 count. That one's going to be hit and hit softly as the second baseman comes charging in. Colt Hightower makes the play to end the top of the second inning. But the Bulldogs, they play 4 more, and they now lead 6-0 over the Bullpups. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Bulldogs on top. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on Galena Sports Live.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the 4-state's choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Bulldogs scratch 4 more across, and we head to the bottom of the second inning. Hadley Price back out on the mound, and Jess Murphy was just talking about it off air about if the Bulldogs continue to extend this lead, or if he gets close to 30 pitches, you're already up 6-0, do you pull him out so he can throw tomorrow? It's an interesting point. I mean, you can re-enter pitchers into the game, so that might be something they think about. They're not going to pull him out of the game because he's as good of a pitcher as he is a hitter. And so something to keep your eyes on as this game goes on and the pitch count goes up. He's at 17 pitches right now. So
yeah, well, I think we'll see how he gets through this inning, and that'll determine.
Right. That one's going to be chopped over to third base. LaTurner fires across and makes the play, out number 1, as that's a quick out number 1. Out as efficient as they come.
1 pitch, 1 out.
Only thing better to be 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Now, batting number 14, Dylan Furness.
So that'll bring up number 14, Dylan Furness. First baseman for the Bullpups. He's first pitch swinging. This one's hit over towards foul territory. Wesley goes over near the fence, and it goes out of play.
Well, you about had it. About had 2 pitches, 2 outs right there.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah, and when they took Kaminsky out of the game, I didn't see his pitch count for sure, but when the Bulldogs had scored 1 run, he was already at about 35 pitches, so his pitch count was way up there for 2 innings of work. One out gone here in the bottom of the second inning. This is Furness swinging on that one. Beautiful curveball as it goes through the bottom of the zone, and he's located that curveball very well today. It's got him 2 big strikeouts there in the first inning when they stranded the runner on third, struck one of the guys out, struck Matthews out, then struck Watson out. So that's 3 and 4 of their lineup. So if he can continue to command that curveball, he'll be very effective. That one's going to be hit and didn't get a piece of it. Dropped third strike, throw over to first. Wesley there. No, they're going to say he missed the bag. So a drop third strike, and Furness is going to reach. I couldn't quite tell. It looked like he had touched the bag. It almost was an ugly play as somebody almost twisted their ankle over there, but Furnass is going to be aboard.
Yeah, Wesley had to come off the bag to get the throw coming from the catcher and wasn't able to get back to the base.
Yeah. Daniels could have set his feet. He kind of made the throw on the run. It's going to be Ace Kester, the designated hitter, in the box now. So it's Furnass on first base. Pitch in there, swung through, the runner's going, throw down to second, and not going to be in time. It was close play. If ball was thrown a little bit lower, there might have been a chance there. But Furnass is going to steal second base. Looks like second base got pulled out a little bit.
Yeah, these turf bases are just magnetic. They just set on a magnet under the carpet.
Oh, okay. Probably makes it nice whenever, because when you're on a dirt field and it gets tore up, then you got to take a 5-minute delay. They got to come out and redo the whole base. It's going to be nicely blocked by Daniels to keep it in front of him. 2-1 count to Kester. That one's going to be swung on, strike two. Oh, that's strike three. Even better, strike three.
I don't.
Yeah, it's going to be strike three, so another strikeout. I was looking at the scoreboard, and they had one strike, but strike three, so that's even better.
Yeah, I take it the pitch you stole on was a cold strike. I thought it was a ball as well.
Right.
I only had 2 strikes in my book.
Okay. Price gets that one across, but high.
So there it is. The error on Daniels, the catcher's gonna up the pitch count just a little bit. That could have been the third out.
Right. Called strike one. And here we go. He's going to walk out here.
There's that 30 pitch mark.
Yep. So, yeah, you were right. Thinking about bringing him out. He'll be able to re-enter the game, though, is the good part, if that's needed. Hopefully that's not needed today, but we'll see who they elect to bring in the game. Looks like Jack LaTurner is going to be the one coming in the game. Yep, it's going to be Jack LaTurner, so he'll come in and pitch. He's a young player for this team. So a lot different situation between Galena changing pitchers and Caney Valley. Galena's changing them so that hopefully they can advance without having to throw Price again today. And he can pitch tomorrow, because it'll be a huge game tomorrow if they were to win.
Yep, and like we said earlier, they'll play the winner of the Frontenac-Baxter game, which is actually coming up right after this game. It won't be aired by us, but
right,
we'll let you know during the Columbus game, which is the third game on the schedule. We'll be back on air on Columbus Sports Live to air that ball game, and we'll let you know the winner of the matchups going on.
Yep. And Columbus and Frontenac, they played each other. It was almost picture perfect. They were both neck and neck at the top of the CNC, and game was at Columbus. Columbus ended up sweeping them to win the CNC title outright. We were out there doing the softball game, which was the same situation kind of, and that was a split series, so they ended up tying for the CNC title.
So Price is going to go 1 1/3 with 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts.
Yeah.
He had a really good outing there.
Yeah, that's good outing for 2 innings of work, and he got him out of that jam in the first inning. That could have turned into a lot bigger deal than it was, but he was able to overpower him and strike him out. So LaTurner started out with a 1-1 count. His first pitch is a strike, so it'll put Kaminska in a hole. 1-2, a beautiful curveball.
Just hung up a little high.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if Kaminska would have seen it was going to come down, he would have ended up swinging at it, but he wasn't expecting it to break like that. Turner's pitch is going to be ripped into left field. Coming in and making the play. That's going to be the left fielder. Oh, I think.
I don't know who's playing left or DHing for him, so.
Yeah. Well, either way, Bulldogs leave another one stranded, and we head to the top of the third inning. The score is Bulldogs 6, Bullpups 0. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Top of the third inning action from Red Watke Ballpark. Game 1 of 4 games today. There will be 3 more tomorrow. The Bulldogs jumped out to a quick 6-0 lead. See if they can continue that here in the top of the third. It's going to be Brody McNemar leading the Bulldogs off this inning. Last inning, it started off with Coda Daniels, so they batted all the way around that 4-run inning. Nemar fouls that one off left side of the screen. Got the guys working on anchoring the screen down. Out of all days, they worked on it today. But taken outside, ball 2. Brings the count to 2-1. Hargis came in with 2 outs last inning. There was 2 runners on and got him out of that inning.
Ball 4.
Oh, there's ball 4. So it was 3-1 before that, but McNemar on with a leadoff walk. Rolls the lineup over to Thatcher Botkin. Botkin bunted last time and he was out on a sacrifice bunt. Bulldogs are going to have the heart of their order coming up here. That was a good jump over there by McNemar. Maybe a hit and run going, but Botkin fouled that one off.
But you're right. McNemar had to jump and steal that one easy if Botkin takes that pitch.
Yeah, we'll see if he's still going here. They're going to keep him honest over there on first base. She's back in plenty of time. Hargis comes set and delivers. Runner going, McNemar. And luckily he stole there. The ball's going to get away. It's going to go down the right field line. McNemar going to advance to third. And wow. Another big error by these Bullpups. I was just about to say, good thing he was stealing there. It would have been lead runners out, but Hargis threw that one low, and Furnas couldn't handle it. So the Bulldogs will have runners on the corner as they're threatening to score again, and Hadley Price, who started the game pitching, will be up to the plate. No No outs here in the top of the third. Runner going. Botkin will be in there easily. Delivery, it's going to be bunted. Strong bunt. One run's going to score, and they almost had trouble over there at first. Price is going to be out, but he picks up an RBI, so that'll go down as a sacrifice bunt, and the Bulldogs add another run.
Now batting number 12, Zane.
So that'll make the score 7-0 here in the top of the third. Zane Turner, who scored 2 runs last time at the plate. It was an error by the shortstop Ellis. He's going to hit that one sky high over to Ellis. He makes the catch. Botkin won't be able to advance, so that's 2 outs.
But wasn't sure that one was ever going to come down.
And this sky's hard to see the ball. The ball blends in. It's just a dark, kind of cloudy sky. It's not too cold out, but, I mean, in the outfield when you're running something down, it's going to be harder to see it. 0-1 delivery. Curveball drifts outside and in the turf. Beautiful field, complex, softball field, all turf. Great place to host regionals. We got a nice press box up here. Was hoping we had that yesterday in Columbus when it started downpouring on us, but we weren't that fortunate, so we're thankful to be here in Girard today, bringing you guys regional baseball action. That one's low for ball 2. Brings count even. So Wesley struck out last time. This time he's looking to pick up an RBI here with 2 outs. That one's going to be about the same spot. Bring the count full. Three-two, 2 outs. Wesley is going to be rang up outside corner for strike 3, and that'll end the third inning. Bulldogs add 1 more. They go up 7-0 as we head to the bottom of the third inning. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on Galena Sports Live.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Family owned and operated, G&B Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&B Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&B Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live. We begin the bottom of the third inning. Bulldogs well in control here. Still a lot of baseball to be played. Price started this game on the mound, and they came out and took him out with 29 pitches, and him and Jack LaTurner swapped spots. So Price over at third base now, and LaTurner looking to eat up some innings here for the Bulldogs.
And the Bullpups are just now getting through their order. This is the number 9 hitter. And Galena, the Bulldogs, have been through almost 3 times now.
Right. Yeah, it's a big factor. I mean, they've been hitting 1 through 9 today. So they look to continue that. And what would be even better for them is if they can continue to add runs and try and end this game early, then they have even more pitching going to tomorrow. 3-1 count to Peyton Darden. That one's going to be low for ball 4. And returner's going to walk the leadoff batter.
Never a good sign.
No, you don't want to issue a walk to the first batter, and especially when it's the 9-hole batter and you're going to turn it over at the top of the lineup now. So shortstop Heath Ellis. That one's going to stay high for ball 1. Ellis had a costly error there in the second inning that allowed the Bulldogs to score 2 runs. And they went on to score 2 more. Turner just having a hard time commanding his pitches right now. Just needs to get something across the plate. Got to think Caney Valley has take sign the whole way until they see a strike. And there he goes, strike. To make the count 2-1. That one's going to be hit, and that one is drifting. It's going to be foul. That would have been a tough spot to make a play on if it was fair. Kind of no man's land. But it evens the count out at 2-2. Darden, the runner over on first base for Caney Valley. That's a beautiful curveball for strike 3. Started him out 2-0, battled his way back and strikes him out. And Ellis had no chance on that one. He swung when it was in the catcher's glove. So that'll be a big out number 1. So they bring up second baseman Colt Hightower. Pick off over to first, and Darden back with plenty of time. That's now the 5th strikeout of the day for the Bulldogs. Caney Valley's just had a hard time seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand.
Yeah, 5. Of course, 1 strikeout resulted by on base.
Yeah. That one swung over the top of. Count even at 1-1. That one's going to be in their upper part of the zone and swung through. It's a good pitcher's pitch, not a very hitter-friendly pitch. 1-2 delivery. And it's going to clip Hightower as it barely got him. Might have barely hit his jersey. So that's going to put runners on first and second now. And Turner had him right where he wanted him. 1-2. He was in control. And that'll bring up Ben Matthews. Slide step, swung on. So that one was never going to be a strike. So a good start to this count. Pitch stays up to the Bullpups catcher, Matthews. That one ripped over to third base, stayed down. Price tags 3, fires across, and a double play to get him out of this inning. That was what the doctor ordered there, as that ends the third inning. We head to the top of the fourth. Bulldogs 7, Bullpups 0. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Regional quarterfinal action here from Red Watke Ballpark. Bulldogs turn a double play to get out of that third inning, and the Bullpups leave 2 stranded. As Bulldogs look to extend their lead now in the top of the 4th inning. About as picture perfect of a game as you could ask for if you're a Bulldog fan. And for Caney Valley, the complete opposite of perfect. They've had some errors, they've had a lot of strikeouts this game, and they haven't been able to do much with runners in scoring position. I think they've had a runner in scoring position each inning, but the Bulldogs have done a good job making plays and getting out of the innings.
Yeah, the first inning they had a runner at third and 1 out, and Price comes in and gets back-to-back strikeouts to get them out of that. And then the second inning they get runners on and another strikeout and a little weak fly ball, and then that big double play.
Yeah, that was about as big of a play as there's been this game on the defensive side. But Perry, he's in the first inning, he was the one that had the first hit to score some runs. He had a 2-out, 2 RBI single. And this will be his 3rd time up to the plate today. That one's going to be hit as it's drifting, and it'll go foul. Finds himself in a hole 1-2. So Jack Perry, the batter, 5-hole hitter for Galena. And he's going to watch that one called strike 3 for out number 1. So since Hargis has came in, he's slowed these Bulldogs down. I mean, they got a run last inning, but he slowed them down to what Kaminska was allowing. He's gotten a couple more strikeouts. Bulldogs want to try and end this early. Hope they can get some runners aboard and get them across the plate here in the next 1 or 2 innings. So it's Casey Hopkins at the plate. Hopkins is going to hit this one. It goes sky high in foul territory. And the play is going to be made over there at third base by Peyton Darden for out number 2. 2 quick outs by the Bullpups.
That is the starting pitcher, Kaminska, now playing third.
Oh, it's Kaminska?
Yep.
Okay. That one's going to be hit in the right field. It'll get down for a 2-out hit. It bounces off the shin of the right fielder. And rounding first, going to second is going to be LaTurner. He'll have a stand-up. We'll have a single, and then advancing on an error. But that puts a runner in scoring position now. So that's LaTurner, and they'll have Coda Daniels. And if Daniels is able to get on, they'll have Brody McNemar, the 9-hole hitter. And if Galena can figure out how to get these 2 hitters at the bottom of their lineup on, they won't do it there. It's going to be hit softly over to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Bulldogs leave 1 stranded, can't add on to the lead. Their first scoreless inning of this game. And we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score, Bulldogs 7, Bullpups 0. We'll be back after this. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on Galena Sports Live.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the 4-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live. We have bottom of the 4th inning. Bulldogs left 1 stranded last inning, and Jack LaTurner will come out for his second, well, technically 3rd inning, because he finished out that 2nd inning where there was 2 outs, but he'll have to deal with 3, 4, 5, or 4, 5, 6, sorry. Starting them off will be Garrett Watson, followed by Eli Hargis, and then Dylan Furnas. Turner's came in and been very effective too. He's thrown his fastball well, and he's located his curveball very well also.
Now batting number 13, Garrett Watson.
See if we can continue that in the bottom of the 4th. The halfway point of this game. First pitch swung on. Looked like some kind of off speed there. So we have regional softball action kicking off about 2 minutes ago. All those will also be live on Girard Sports Live, Galena Sports Live, and Columbus Sports Live. Galena started their game yesterday against Frontenac and just utter downpour. So they'll pick that up top of the 4th inning. That one's going to be hit through the right side of the infield for a leadoff single by Watson. Botkin almost got to that. It's about a glove length away.
Now batting number 1, Eli Hargis.
So now the pitcher, Eli Hargis, pick off over to first, keep the runner honest. Wesley tried to fake him out, make it look like the ball was going down the line.
The old shuck and jive play.
That one's fouled off on the first pitch. Turner's pitch count up to 24 pitches. He's been very efficient, I should say. That one fouled up and out of play. There's a car over there, not the best place to park a car. comes set, and the delivery. It's going to hit him in the back of the leg. So I'll put another runner on base. Runners on first and second now with no outs. Second hit batter of the game for LaTurner. And it'll bring up first baseman Dylan Furnas.
Yeah, and both of those hit by pitches has been on a curveball, been just getting away from him and leaving him inside.
Yeah, in last inning it was similar to this, but they had one out. So we'll see if they can deal with them here. That's going to be bunted right back to the pitcher. LaTurner will just get an out. 7-0 game, so just get the out. First out of the inning. And now it'll bring Ace Kester to the plate. He'll have runners on second and third, and we're going to have Coach Bailey come out and talk to his pitcher, LaTurner. Looks like he's going to take him out too. So they're trying to keep all their pitchers able to pitch tomorrow. Looks like Zane Turner is going to be the pitcher he's calling on. That's going to put Jack LaTurner back at third base, and Hadley Price will shift over to shortstop. And then Zane Turner, who was previously playing shortstop, will enter in the game to pitch.
Not 14. 12.
See what he can do here. Tough situation to come into.
So LaTurner's going to go 1 2/3 as well. He got an out in the second, 3 outs in the third, and an out here in the fourth.
Right.
So,
yeah, he didn't have a bad outing either. I mean, both the pitchers we've seen for Galena have pitched well, and they've got ahead in counts. They've made good pitches when they're way up in the count.
so LaTurner's still going to be responsible for the 2 base runners on.
Right.
But we'll see if Turner can come in here. Kester looks like he could hit it all the way back to Caney. He's a big, strapping young man.
Yeah. Hopefully not. First pitch will go into the left-handed batter's box for ball 1. Delivery swung on. That one would have been low, but good for Zane Turner. Kester's looking to hit. Saw that one low and wanted to drive it back to Caney. That one gets away. There's going to be a play at home, and it's going to slide in safely. That was Garrett Watson, who had the leadoff single. He'll make it the whole way around to score the first Caney Valley run of the game. Makes it 7-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. Got 1 out gone in the fourth inning. That one right back to Turner. Looked like he was going to go home.
Great play.
Yeah. Looked him back and went 1. And Hargis was almost halfway down the line, and then he had to put on the brakes and go back because he would have been toast at home.
And a great play by Turner to get his composure and go ahead and get the out.
Yep.
Force the runner back to third.
Yep, that's what you get when you have a shortstop pitching. So that's definitely a positive part of that.
Man, it looks like to me Turner here is probably the hardest thrower we've seen out of any of the pitchers so far, either teams.
Right. That one's going to be chopped back to him. It's going to be off the glove of Turner. The throw over to first, not in time. It goes off Wesley's glove, and that'll plate another run for Caney Valley. That had the potential to be a really nice play. If Wesley could have hauled it in, I think he still would have had a chance to get him over there at first base. Now
Yeah, I think they're discussing whether that ball went into the dugout and the runner's going to get second base. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So you're going to score that an error, a throw an error? Good throw would have got him. I don't know.
Yeah. I think Wesley could have handled it. He tried to come down too soon. He was going to catch it, and then he got too quick trying to go with the tag and then just couldn't bring it in.
So we've got a substitute.
It's going to be Hayden Killian. Yeah, number 4, Hayden Killian.
But he's going to run for Kaminska, who's no longer pitching, so that is a true sub.
Yeah. Called strike. So starts him off with a first pitch strike. Curveball in there, strike 2. Switching speeds. Bullpups have cut into the Bulldog lead. It's now 5.
Might stay aggressive here to the 9-hole hitter. Cooper, just stay right at him.
Right. Don't want to allow anything else. That one's going to be chopped. Wesley comes over, and he's going to look like it almost came out of his glove, but he'll successfully make the play for out number 3. Bullpups score 2 and cut the Bulldog lead to 5. We head to the top of the 5th inning right after this. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on Galena Sports Live.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Red Watke Ballpark, side of this matchup. Bulldogs will bring up 9 and then back to the top 1 and 2. So McNemar will start the inning off. He's going to swing first pitch. It's going to be hit softly into the infield, and that's Heath Ellis that makes the play for out number 1. And Bulldogs, Caney Valley still thinks they have a chance here, so Bulldogs need to score some runs and kind of put the foot on the pedal. It's still a game. I mean, there's 3 more at-bats for Caney Valley.
Yeah, 5 runs might not be enough. You knew Caney was going to score. They had runners every inning.
Right.
Oh,
that one hit over in the dugout. Watch your lips.
Yeah. Scattered some Bulldogs over there in the first base dugout.
Uh-huh. Hopefully everyone's all right.
They're all laughing at one another, pointing fingers. So.
Well, 1-1 count. Botkin could hit it like that, but fair, then should be a good result. Watch that one. A nice pitch on the outside corner. 1-2 count to Botkin. That one can be fouled back.
Great job there by Botkin just to get a piece of that. Too close to take.
Yep. Live to see another pitch. I don't want to get on his hands, and he'll softly hit it to first base for out number 2. So 2 quick outs. Bulldogs have went down 1-2. See if Price can get on base. I think the Bulldogs have had a runner on base every inning.
Hargis is kind of trying to settle in here, so see if these Bulldog hitters can get him rattled back up.
Yeah, he's been putting the ball in good locations. I mean, inside right there on that last pitch, and also he's hitting his outside spots well too. Doesn't bring a lot of velocity. That one's going to be hit hard, but right to the second baseman. And that'll be out number 2. Hightower gobbles it up, throws it over to first, and that ends the inning. So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Score Bulldogs 7, Bullpups 2. We'll be back after this. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. We have bottom of the 5th action. Bulldogs went down 1-2-3 last inning. And now they'll try and do the same to Caney Valley. Get him to go down 1-2-3. Caney Valley has gotten a runner on every inning. Score does not reflect that, but the Bulldogs are hoping they can change that here. That pitch will stay up for a ball. Makes it 2-0. Same location, same result. Turner just looking to get back in the count. There he does that. To the Bullpup leadoff hitter. So they're at the top of the lineup now. This is a big inning for either team. That one nearly hits him. Either way, it would have been ball 4 or hit by pitch. So he takes off down to first base, and that gives the Bullpups their leadoff runner aboard here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Now batting number 5.
This game, 5 runs is not a lot when you're looking at it. It's going to be in there, a strike to throw down to second. Almost got him. Price would have caught that. He might have had a chance at getting him. It still would have been close. But it's going to be a stolen base for Heath Ellis.
I agree. I think if Price catches that clean, I think he lays the tag down. And
Yeah.
That was a good throw there by Daniels.
Mm-hmm. The Bullpups have had success stealing bases today. I mean, both teams have. That's going to be a nice curveball, strike 2 on the inner half of the plate. Bulldogs scored all 7 of their runs. First 3 innings, that one's ripped up the middle. Runner's going to round third, throw, not going to be near the plate, and that'll score the Bullpups' third run, and they'll have a runner on second. So now we got a ball game here in Girard. There's no outs in this inning.
Now batting number 11, Ben Matthews.
That'll bring up Ben Matthews. Now they're in the heart of the order. They got Matthews, the 3-hole hitter. Then they're going to have Watson and then Hargis. So you wonder at what point they start to think about bringing Hadley Price back into the game. If at any point, I would think so. That one's going to be hit and goes foul. Count 1-1. This will be Zane Turner's 20th pitch of the afternoon. Pitch chopped over to shortstop Price. Fields it cleanly. The throw not going to be in time, as it's just a clean infield hit. I mean, fielded it perfectly, made a good throw, but Matthews' speed beats it out, and that'll put runners at first and second. So the Bulldogs have a double play in line. As Bullpups bring up Garrett Watson, their center fielder. Still no outs this inning. Slide step and curveball. It's close but just missed. That one, same story, and Daniels will call time and go talk to his pitcher. Smart decision, kind of calm him down. He's had some command issues this inning. Maybe just overthrowing a little bit too much.
Remind him they still have a 4-run lead.
Right.
Just need to get some outs.
Yep, just fill the zone up. And right now the runners on base don't matter, but they could. And it's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Garrett Watson, and it'll load the bases. So they bring up Eli Hargis, who came in relief there in the second inning. So the base is loaded. Corner's in. That one swung through, so Turner can get in the zone. I mean, some of these batters were even behind LaTurner. So if he can get in the zone, he can have some success. He's just had some command issues. We'll see if he can change that. Has a good start to this count. Has him in an 0-2 hole. That one in the dirt. Not a bad waste pitch.
And with the bases loaded, Turner's back to throwing out of the full windup, so maybe that helps his command just a little bit.
Right. That one swung on and missed. Out number 1. Gets him out. Base is still loaded. That's a step closer to getting out of this jam.
Now batting number 14, Dylan Furness.
So now it's going to be Dylan Furness. Coach Bailey's going to come out and probably going to see another pitching change.
Yep. Coach Bailey's really wanting to make sure he's got all arms on deck for.
See who they bring in now. Or they might just be talking about something.
Defensive strategy, what they're going to do. Before that pitch, it looked like they're going to play corners in, middle back for the double play.
Right. And now that's still in order. Anything up the middle, they're going to try and turn to. And anything to the corners, they're coming home.
We used to teach it, Cooper, as a triangle. So if you draw a line straight from third to first, you got the pitcher standing there. So you have your two corners and the pitcher. Anything hit in that triangle's coming home. Anything hit outside the triangle, we're just trying to get an out. Concede a run.
Huh. Well, hopefully they can have something. They're going to bring in, looks like Brody McNemar will come in from center field to pitch. And maybe the triangle is something they talked about out there. Everybody has something different they do. So that'll send Zane Turner. He'll be playing center field. Nemar, freshman on this team. He'll come into very big situation here with the bases juiced and 1 out. Zane Turner threw 28 pitches. See what Bulldogs can do. They can get out of this jam. Nemar's the first lefty we've seen throw in this game. Turner exits the game. He'll have 3 of those runners on. They're all his.
So the way I got it figured here, Turner got pitched 1 complete inning because didn't he come in with 1 out in the 4th?
Yep.
So he got 2 outs in the 4th and 1 out here in the 5th. So he threw 1 complete inning.
Right. So now the 4th pitcher we've seen for Galena this afternoon. Show them staying under that 30 pitch limit. Nemar starts out with a fastball that's low. This one comes across for strike 1, called. Two-seam has some good late movement on it. A lot of life. That one up for ball 2. Makes count 2-1. We got 1 out gone. That's Watson over on first base, Matthews at second base, and Hightower on first base.
And the corners are in and the middle's back, so like we discussed. But here with 3 balls here, no place to put him.
Right. Just got to fill the zone up. He does that there. That pitch is going to be driven to left field, and it's going to go foul. So luckily that one stayed foul, or it might have had a chance of leaving the yard. Makes count full. Full count, 1 out, bases loaded. Furnos right up on that plate. I mean, his front toes are almost over the line for the batter's box. A curveball strikes him out. Huge out number 2. That curveball was not very fast, but Furnos was way out on his front foot and couldn't do much with it. He was looking to take the same swing he did with 1 strike, and that'll be out number 2.
So we got a sub here. Number 9's going to bat for Ace Kester.
Okay, number 9. Let's see what. Oh, okay, yeah, so he's playing right field, so they're just putting him in for Kester, who's the DH.
Right, so he's just batting in, yeah.
Yeah, so this is Seth Ellis. Seth Ellis playing right field. His brother Heath Ellis playing shortstop. Called strike 1, counts even at 1-1. Now 2 outs after that big strikeout by McNemar. Had to fight his way back in that count. Big spot for a freshman pitcher. That one's going to be hit over to third. Turner fields it cleanly, fires it across, plenty of time, and out number 3. The Bulldogs get out of the jam. They retire the last 2 batters with the bases loaded, and they still maintain a 4-run lead as we head to the top of the 6th after this. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on Galena Sports Live. So welcome back into Galena Sports Live. Head to the top of the 6th inning. See if the Bulldogs can add some runs on. They scored all 7 of their runs in the first 3 innings. Haven't got anything the last 2 innings. Eli Hargis has started to settle in. And the Bulldogs will bring up Turner, Wesley, Perry. So 3-4-5 this inning. A good chance to add on to the lead.
Yeah, the McNamara come in there, got 2 big outs with the bases loaded to limit the Bullpups to only 1 run when they had the bases loaded and nobody out.
Yeah.
And already had 1 across, so it was huge.
Yeah, and especially big spot for a freshman. He came in, he was down 3-1, ended up striking out Furnas, and then got Ellis out on some soft contact. That one's going to be bunted, and it's going to go foul. Turner was moving quick down that line.
Yeah, if that ball doesn't spin foul, he's
safe. There probably wouldn't even been a throw. So tried to catch him off guard, first pitch of the inning to get aboard. Now the third baseman will play even with the bag. Swings through this one in the bottom of the zone for strike 2. Finds himself in a hole 0-2 now. This pitch stays up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Malachi Wesley, the Bulldog cleanup hitter, on deck. This one's going to be hit over to the shortstop. A tough play, fires across, and he's going to be safe. It pulled the first baseman, Furnas, off the bag, and Turner Speed able to beat it out. I think that's got to be a clean single. I mean, it looked like if Furnas would stayed on the bag, might have got Turner.
Yeah, I don't know maybe why he come to play it on a short hop there, but
Yeah, that ball was hit hard, and Ellis made a good play over there, but Turner's speed is what got him safe. Turner has a good leadoff over there at first.
big lead.
Slid back in there, is fairly close.
Let's see if Wesley can pull out here. He's got caught looking both his last time up at bat.
Right. That one low and won't even be a throw. Turner swipes second base. So 7-3. Bulldogs got a runner at second with no outs now. Wesley has some pop in his bat, just hasn't been able to get much going this game. Don't try and do too much. Singles turn into doubles, doubles to home runs and triples and whatnot. Home runs are accidents.
Most generally.
Turner back there standing up.
And to echo your point on home runs or accidents, you know, like you said, if you said it earlier, if you just try to hit the ball hard somewhere and just let it go where it goes. And
Just hit it hard somewhere. Sometimes it'll be right at him, but other times you'll be rewarded.
you can line out for 2 outs in a row and then hit one off the end of the bat and it falls in for a single. Baseball's a funny sport.
Right. Strike one called. Wesley was taken the whole way. Makes the count 2-1. Pretty big gap over there between the first and second baseman. Second base holding on Turner. That was 3-1. So that makes a walk for Wesley. He's aboard. And they'll put runners on first and second now. Jack Perry come up to the plate.
Might want to see a bunt right here, Cooper. You still want to maybe play for a run or two, or see if Coach Bailey wants to play for a big inning here.
Yeah, I think laying down a bunt's not a bad idea. I mean, down third base, because third base is still a little bit behind the bag. They're probably not expecting it here. We'll see. Yep. Well, that'll work.
I'm anxious to see if they're going to appeal, see if he offered.
Yeah, hadn't been anything said.
Nope.
Yeah, it almost looked like Perry was unsure if he wanted to bunt it there. He's kind of going back and forth, but a ball ultimately. Now I'll have to hit away, son.
But with the wild pitch, even better to bunt. So we don't have to sacrifice an out to see if he can't put one in the gap here and score a pair.
All right, they're going to have the whole infield in now because they don't want any more runs to score. It's going to be Perry, then Hopkins, and then Turner. And we'll see if they can get any more to the plate. That one swung on and missed. Counts even at 2-2. Bulldogs, I wouldn't say desperately, but they need a run just to kind of crush any momentum Caney Valley has. And also to give more of a cushion so that if it does get to a 2-run game at any point, or if instead of a 4-run lead and they score 2 runs or have bases loaded, they don't have to bring Hadley Price back in.
We had just a couple of insurance runs would be huge right here late in the bowl game. There you go.
Ripped and through the hole. It'll score 1. They're going to wave Wesley on. There's going to be a play at home, and it'll be cut off, so he'll be safe. Perry will be out at second, but that's going to be Perry's 4th RBI of the day as he started the scoring, and now he adds some insurance with a 2-run RBI single and then thrown out at second trying to advance.
Good job there by the Bullpups to use their cutoff man and cut that off to get Perry trying to stretch that single into a double.
Yeah, so 1 out, but the Bulldogs score 2 more runs on that. 2 big runs. And now it's going to be Casey Hopkins at the plate. It's their 6-hole hitter. He's going to chop this one softly over to the shortstop, running down the line. The throw going to be in time, and he'll be gunned down for out number 2.
Yep, he made it close, but Ball wasn't hit all that hard. It's a great job there by Ellis at shortstop to fire that thing across there to get the out.
Yeah, he kind of stayed back on it. Surprised he didn't try and charge it a little more, but he knew what he was doing. Called strike one to third baseman Jack LaTurner. That one going to be ripped in the left field, and a 2-out single for Jack LaTurner will keep this inning going. It'll bring up the catcher, Coda Daniels.
Now batting number 28, Coda Daniels.
Whoops, wrong way. Trying to adjust the camera to get the base runner and the batter, and I kept zooming in tighter.
Looks good now. So the swing, it's going to go down the third base line, and Coach Bailey's going to wave LaTurner on to third. LaTurner slides into third, and he's going to be safe. Daniels will be on second. That'll be a double. And now runners on second and third, and a pinch runner, number 23, Zane Adams, will come in. So now Brody McNemar, who just entered last inning to shut the door with bases loaded, will be up to the plate. He's first pitch swinging. This one hits softly into center field. It's going to drop, and it takes a funky bounce to get away from the center fielder, and 2 more runs are going to score. He slides into second base safe. And the big inning the Bulldogs were hoping for, now with 4 runs this inning to add some insurance, makes it an 8-run Bulldog lead. And huge hit for McNemar. He's made some big plays this last inning.
And just like we was talking about, Daniels ropes one down the third base line for a double, and McNamara just hits a little dying quail in no man's land, but both resulting in timely RBIs.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered. 4 runs this inning. Bulldogs not done yet. 1-0 count to Thatcher Botkin with 2 outs. Botkin swinging at that one. He fouls it off. This is the first time Bulldogs have hit Hargis hard, and it comes at a great time. That one's going to be chopped. It's going to be snared by the pitcher as he turns and fires to first. That'll end the inning. But the Bulldogs had 4 insurance runs as they lead 11-3, heading to the bottom of the 6th inning here in this regional quarterfinal. We'll be back after this. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Bottom of the 6th inning. The Bulldogs add 4 runs last half inning, and they lead 11-3 now. Almost got through the whole lineup, and now they're going to start off with the 8-hole batter in this Caney Valley lineup. It'll be 8-9-1. It'll be Kaminska, then Darden, back to the top to Ellis. That one comes inside of Kaminska for a ball one. Second pitch high, 2-0. Now to the Bullpup 8-hole hitter. That was, I'm not sure he even wanted to swing at that. He just kind of stopped his swing once he started. Curveball just throws him off, I mean.
Well, McNamara here, he's throwing the ball not only, he's 2 speeds.
Yeah.
Slow and slower.
Yeah.
And it has these Bullpup hitters really confused.
And it's the perfect combination because they just had Turner, who's probably their hardest thrower in the game, and then you bring in McNemar, who's one of the slower ones, and kind of throws the batters off. Got a full count. Payoff. Hit straight up. It's going to be playable in the infield. Botkin taking control, and he'll make the play for out number 1.
Big out.
Yep. I think they say when you get out number 1, that decreases the team's chance of scoring by 80%.
I would wholeheartedly agree with that. I don't know the statistics, but
it's not saying they don't score, but it's a better chance.
It's a lot harder to score.
Yeah. It's going to be ball 1, up and out. That one right down the heart of the plate for strike 1. Bulldogs can end things here if they have a clean inning. That one swung on, fouled straight back. Count 1-2.
Isn't it 10 after 5?
Yeah. Oh, then I'm wrong.
Yep.
I didn't know if 8 was still a number.
Nope. 1 after 7.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That was an eephus. Nemar's even smiling. I mean, that thing went up and it was slowly coming down. That was one of the funkiest strikeouts we'll see today, I think.
He couldn't have threw that 30 mile an hour. Slow pitch softball type.
Out number 2. Retired the first 2 batters of the inning. Now it's back to the top of the lineup. This is the shortstop, number 2, Heath Ellis. And that one's going to hit Ellis in the back. So he'll jog on down to first base.
That's 2 innings in a row. He's been on base. Free pass by a courtesy hit by pitch.
Yeah, there's been quite a bit of hit by pitches today.
Now batting number 5, Colt Hightower.
It's going to bring up second baseman Colt Hightower for the Bullpups. Swinging at that one, Botkin comes charging in. Oh, the runner on first wasn't even going. I mean, there was 2 outs, so they would have got out either way. But that ends the bottom of the 6th inning. We head to the top of the 7th. The final inning, Bulldogs up to bat after this. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on Galena Sports Live.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live. We're now in the top of the 7th inning. See if the Bulldogs can add any more runs. Here, they're up 8. It's quite a bit. Going to be a hard comeback for Caney Valley. Not impossible, but if the Bulldogs go out there and play clean, they'll be advancing to tomorrow.
With all arms still available.
Right. And it looks like McNemar's pitch counts at 22, so I'm guessing they would take him out, kind of like they've done all day long. That one ripped through the left side of the infield, a leadoff single for Hadley Price. Gives the Bulldogs life in the top of the 7th inning. Now, the Bulldogs almost batted around last inning, because Price was the only one that didn't bat. Now they're back to where last inning started. Zane Turner led off that infield single. And my guess is if McNemar gets close to the pitch count, they'll probably bring in Jack Perry maybe. It's going to be a bunt, and it's a beautiful one. There was no chance off the bat. Zane Turner shows off his track abilities there.
Yeah, he almost done that the lead off last inning.
Yeah, that one was perfect. I mean, caught him off guard and just went straight down that line. Third base had no chance. So now 2 runners on for Malachi Wesley. Wesley's first pitch swinging. He fouls it back and out of play.
And if there's a kid up and down the Galena order here that's due, I'm going to say Wesley's it.
Right. Yeah, and that one of the Riverton series we did, he was one of the only people that was hitting the ball hard. He had a home run in that series. He had a couple doubles, 2 multi-hit games. And a hit here would give him some confidence going into tomorrow. That one stays inside. Oh, we got 1 strike. Does that make it 1-1?
Yep, 2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1. That one hit over to shortstop. Fields it cleanly. Throws to second. The throw on to first in time. Oh, nope. They're going to say he pulled his foot. The throw beat him by a step or so, but pulled his foot. So there will be 1 out. They'll get Zane Turner, and the Bulldogs will have runners on the corner. It'll be Malachi Wesley at first base and Hadley Price at third base.
Now batting number 3, Jack Perry.
So now Jack Perry, the Bulldog right fielder.
He's been on base 3 out of 4 times tonight.
We're going to have a balk. I don't think he came set because he tried to quick pitch. So there's the 12th Bulldog run of the game. It's been one of the better games of the year for him. Not sure what the most runs they've scored this year is, but anytime you get in the double digits, got to be somewhere close. So 9-run lead now for Galena. Wesley on second base. Jack Perry swinging at this one, flares it out into right field. That one's going to go foul.
So on a balk, there's no pitch awarded, correct? So
Right, yeah, there's nothing that goes down.
Yeah,
It's just the runner's advance.
Right, so there's no balls and 2 strikes here.
Okay. Yeah, so their most runs this year was 15. In one of their first games, they beat Cherryville 15-4. And these last games, they've been hot. They've won their last 3 games, working on their 4th straight here, sweeping Baxter Springs and then beating Cherokee Southeast in a solo game.
We're peaking at the right time.
Right. That one in the dirt. Counts even at 2-2. 1 out gone. It's almost a 2-hour game now. It's been a good one. That one chopped over the pitcher. Shortstop coming on. Throw over to first. In time, he'll be thrown out. Wesley will advance to third. And that's out number 2. So we'll see what Casey Hopkins can do. He can add another run on for the Bulldogs.
26, Casey Hopkins.
Made that close there at first base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got down the line pretty quick, and it wasn't hardest hit ball. Shortstops had quite a bit of tough plays today over there for Caney Valley. That one didn't miss by much, but a ball. This one swung on the inside part of the plate. Counts even at 1-1. This pitch over and fouled out of play. Brings count to 1-2. Bulldogs have hit well today with 2 strikes. I mean, none of these Caney Valley pitchers, they haven't had anything that just overpowers Galena. But they've done well with runners on and 2 strikes. That's what it takes to win games like these in regionals.
Yeah, Galena's done a wonderful job of getting them on, getting them over. They've sacked bunted. They've just, like you said, they've hit well with 2 outs and 2 strikes, and they've just played extremely well today.
Hoping they can close it out strong.
And have haven't made any mistakes or enough mistakes to matter. Where the Caney Valley Bullpups have made 4 or 5 errors and extended some innings.
Yeah, they had some there in the first couple innings. I mean, starting it off, the error they had there at shortstop, that cost them some runs. And then they really haven't been in the game since. I mean, going to in the top of the 6th inning, there was kind of some hope for them going into it, and the Bulldogs shut the door to that and kind of put the foot on their neck. Fouled out of play. That one outside for a walk. That was a good at-bat by Casey Hopkins. He saw a lot of pitches there and fouled multiple pitches back. Ultimately gets awarded a free base.
Now batting number 25, Jack LaTurner.
Now LaTurner will step in the box, have runners on the corner for Galena. Curveball swung on. Start LaTurner out.
Make sure I'm still on track.
Now this one's going to be hit hard into right field, but right at the right fielder. And that'll be out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bulldogs need 3 outs to advance to tomorrow. All that coming up next. You're watching Bulldog Baseball on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Bottom of the 7th inning. Bulldogs look to close this out and advance to tomorrow, where they'll play the winner of Frontenac or Baxter Springs, assuming they can close this out. That was another one of those EFIS pitches. And that's Matthews, so it'll be 3-4-5 for Caney Valley this inning. So that one's going to stay up to even the count at 1-1. Just wanted to remind you that Galena Sports Live is brought to you by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. There's another one of them EFISs. That one will stay fair, and it's going to get through third base and down the line. Be a leadoff single for Matthews.
Now batting number 13, Garrett Watson.
And Garrett Watson will be up to the plate for the Bullpups now. It's been a long game number 1 today for regional quarterfinal action. The Bulldogs have been in control since the start. That one gets away from Coda Daniels. Goes to the backstop. We'll do a brief pregame. Kind of already talked about a lot of the things that have went on. The Bulldogs have done a lot of things well. Not many things bad today. That's what you like to see come this time of year. That one swung on for strike 1. McNemar's pitch count up to 28 pitches. Something. See if they just select to let him go the distance or if they want to save him also. So the pitch swung on and Wesley scoops it and he'll tag first base for out number 1. Runner on third base does not matter.
Yeah, just Galena defense just needs to pretend he's not even there.
Yeah, he could score it. It doesn't make a difference in the world.
Yep, they've got to get 2 more outs for Caney scores, 9 runs here?
Yeah. I mean, because runs, as long as you win the game in postseason, that's all that matters. Runs don't go into seeding anymore or any of that.
Nope.
Just win the game.
Yep. Single elimination tournament from here on out, all the way through state.
Yep. It's 8 teams in this region. Only one of them can advance. That one's hit softly. McNemar bobbles it. It's not going to be able to get Eli Hargis over there at first base. Matthews couldn't advance, right back to the pitcher. And doesn't really harm him, but really the only error we've seen today. I can't think of another play.
Yeah, I've got a couple errors marked down, but never did seem to hurt him.
Right.
A dropped third strike.
Yeah, there was that one. They played good situational defense.
But you don't want to see it starting to fall apart here.
No.
With the game well in hand if you just take care of business.
Yeah, this is Furnas, so they're at the six-hole batter in the lineup. Chance to redeem himself, turns, throws in time. Now the throw home. And even if it was a good throw, I don't think it would have got him. But what matters most is that out number 2, and the Bulldogs 1 out away from advancing to tomorrow's regional semifinal.
Now batting number 9, Seth Ellis.
Pitch in there for called strike 1. So this is Seth Ellis, hits it softly over to third base. LaTurner gets it, and it's going to pull Wesley off the bag, and that's going to be out number 3. Not where you want to make out number 3, but the Bulldogs will take it, as that's going to end the game. The final score is going to be 12-4. The Bulldogs win it. They used a lot of different pitchers, 5 different pitchers, or was it only 4? 4 different pitchers. All of them can pitch tomorrow except for Brody McNemar, but the Bulldogs played a beautiful game tomorrow. We'll see if they can carry it over to tomorrow. I don't really have much to say about it. We've kind of already talked about how we thought the Bulldogs played. They played well, hit well with 2 outs. The pitchers pitched well, getting ahead of batters, situational defense, and Caney Valley had a lot of runners on the base paths, and the Bulldogs, when it came down to it, they were able to get them out with minimal damage, and that's what it came down to today. The Bulldogs were able to have 5 innings where they scored. The only innings were the 4th and 5th inning. They weren't able to put runs up, and that's the things it takes to get postseason and regional wins.
Yeah, as I'm looking through the scorebook here, it's just a great team win. Offensively, the Bulldogs did strike out 3 or 4 times here, but like we talked about, the way they moved runners with the bunt and some steals, and they put on some hit and run situations. They just a great team win there by. Let me slide my chair out of the way. A great team win there by the Galena Bulldogs to put up 12 runs here as a 6th seed going into to get through to play tomorrow in the semifinals against the winner of this next game right here. Frontenac and Baxter's, they're starting to take the field to warm up.
Right. Yeah, and they got some momentum now. That's their 4th straight win. They look to continue that and make it 5, and then hopefully it goes on from there tomorrow. And you talked about it off air also. You liked how aggressive they were on the base paths. I mean, the play that comes to mind for me is the shortstop made an error and the ball went into left field. And Zane Turner was on first base. Caney Valley was kind of looking around. Turner, heads up play, took off for second. And then also all the stolen bases and making Caney Valley make a perfect play to throw them out. And
not a knock on Caney, but Caney filled the scorebook. I've got 5 or 6, 7 errors that they had, and like you said, Galena was trying to force him into making that perfect play, and Caney was just struggling in doing that.
Yeah, so that's all I got. So that's all for us from the Galena Sports Live crew. You can catch the other regional baseball action. We won't be doing this Frontenac and Baxter Springs game, but following this game, we'll have Columbus taking on Frontenac, and then the nightcap will be Girard taking on Riverton.
Right. So if this game's over at 3, this next game's projected to start about 3:30, so a couple hours makes it 5:30. So I would check back in by 5:30, 5 o'clock to see where we're at, and for that Columbus, for the Columbus game. So,
yeah.
Well, good game, Cooper.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. That was a good game for Galena. They'll move on tomorrow, and hopefully we have a couple other semifinal games we'll be doing tomorrow. So, myself saying so long, Jess Murphy being alongside the cameraman. That'll do it for Galena Sports Live today. We will see you guys tomorrow back here in Girard for regional semifinal action.